The Bhagavad Gita stands as a cornerstone of Indian philosophy. Embedded within the epic Mahabharata, the Gita unfolds on a battlefield, a symbolic representation of the inner struggles within each of us. This sacred text, composed thousands of years ago, continues to resonate deeply in the modern world. It offers profound insights into the human condition and provides guidance for navigating life's complexities. Through the dialogue between Arjuna, the warrior, and Krishna, his charioteer and divine guide, the Gita, illuminates the path to self-realization and liberation from suffering. This timeless text offers a profound understanding of the nature of the self, the nature of reality, and the true purpose of life. The Bhagavad Gita opens on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Two armies stand poised for battle, each side comprising family members pitted against one another. The warrior Arjuna, facing his own kin on the opposing side, is overcome with doubt and despair. He questions the very purpose of war and the meaning of duty in the face of such immense suffering. Arjuna's dilemma is symbolic of the internal battles we all face in our lives. The battlefield becomes a metaphor for the human mind where conflicting emotions and desires wage war within us. Arjuna's crisis is not merely a fear of battle or a personal aversion to violence. It stems from a deep moral dilemma that strikes at the heart of human existence. He grapples with the question of righteous action when faced with seemingly impossible choices. On one hand, Arjuna is bound by his dharma as a warrior, obligated to uphold justice and fight for what is right. On the other hand, he is overwhelmed by the potential consequences of his actions, the immense suffering and loss of life that war inevitably brings. This conflict between dharma and personal feelings is a universal human experience. The Gita does not offer easy answers or simplistic solutions to these dilemmas. Instead, it provides a framework for understanding the nature of duty, the importance of right action, and the path to inner peace amidst life's complexities. Arjuna's vulnerability in this moment is both relatable and deeply human. Krishna, in his role as Arjuna's charioteer and divine guide, responds to Arjuna's anguish with patience and wisdom. He does not offer simplistic solutions or encourage blind adherence to duty. Instead, he embarks on a profound discourse, illuminating the true meaning of Dharma and the path to spiritual liberation. Krishna emphasizes that true Dharma lies not merely in fulfilling societal expectations or adhering to rigid rules, but in acting with clarity, purpose, and detachment from the fruits of one's actions. He teaches Arjuna that it is possible to fulfill one's duty without being consumed by desire, aversion, or the fear of consequences. This concept, known as karma yoga, forms the cornerstone of the Gita's teachings. Krishna's counsel goes beyond addressing Arjuna's immediate dilemma on the battlefield. He delves into the very nature of the self, the illusion of the material world, and the eternal nature of the soul. Understanding Dharma, action without attachment. Dharma, often translated as duty, righteousness, or ethical conduct, is a central concept in the Bhagavad Gita. However, Krishna presents a nuanced understanding of Dharma, urging Arjuna to move beyond a superficial understanding of duty as mere obligation. True Dharma, according to Krishna, lies in performing one's actions with clarity, skillfulness, and detachment from the results. Krishna emphasizes that attachment to the fruits of one's actions is the root cause of suffering. When we are overly focused on the outcome of our efforts, we become enslaved by our desires and aversions. To break free from this cycle, Krishna advocates for karma yoga, the path of selfless action. Karma yoga involves performing one's duties to the best of one's abilities, without being attached to the results. It encourages a shift in perspective, a focus on the process rather than the product. The illusion of self attaining true knowledge. One of the most profound teachings in the Bhagavad Gita revolves around the nature of the self. Krishna explains to Arjuna that our true identity is not defined by our physical bodies, our thoughts, or our emotions. These are all temporary and ever-changing aspects of our being. Our true self, the Atman, is eternal, unchanging, and pure consciousness. Krishna reveals that our attachment to our temporary identities is the root cause of our suffering. To attain true liberation, Krishna emphasizes the importance of Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge and self-realization. This path involves cultivating a deep understanding of our true nature as divine and eternal. As we begin to identify less with our limited selves and more with our true nature as pure consciousness, we experience a profound sense of peace, freedom, and unity with all things. The yoga of action, finding purpose in everyday life. The Bhagavad Gita does not advocate for a life of renunciation or withdrawal from the world. Instead, it teaches us to find meaning and purpose within the context of our everyday lives. Krishna emphasizes the importance of action not as a means to an end, but as an expression of our true nature. Karma Yoga is not about seeking personal gain or recognition. It is about performing our duties with a sense of dedication and offering without attachment to the fruits of our actions. Every action, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, becomes an opportunity to connect with our true nature and contribute to the well-being of the world. When we live in accordance with our true purpose, our actions become effortless and joyful. The serenity of detachment, overcoming desires and fears. One of the key messages of the Bhagavad Gita is the importance of detachment. This does not mean becoming indifferent or apathetic to life, but rather cultivating a sense of inner peace and equanimity that is not dependent on external circumstances. Krishna teaches Arjuna that true freedom lies in overcoming our attachment to desires and fears. When we are controlled by our desires, we are constantly chasing after fleeting pleasures and seeking fulfillment in the external world. Similarly, when we are ruled by fear, we limit our potential and miss out on opportunities for growth and joy. Krishna explains that true detachment arises from understanding the impermanent nature of the material world. By recognizing this truth, we can begin to loosen our grip on our desires and fears. As we cultivate inner peace and equanimity, we become less reactive to external circumstances and more able to live in the present moment. The Bhagavad Gita's relevance in the modern world. The Bhagavad Gita, though composed thousands of years ago, remains remarkably relevant in the modern world. Its timeless wisdom transcends cultural and historical boundaries, offering profound insights into the human condition and providing guidance for navigating the complexities of contemporary life. In today's fast-paced and often overwhelming world, the Gita's teachings on detachment and equanimity offer a much-needed antidote to stress and anxiety. The practice of Karma Yoga encourages us to find purpose and meaning in our work, transforming mundane tasks into opportunities for spiritual growth. The Gita's emphasis on self-realization and the pursuit of inner peace resonates deeply in a society often driven by external validation and material success. A beacon of wisdom for the ages. The Bhagavad Gita stands as a beacon of wisdom, illuminating the path to self-realization and offering timeless solutions to life's challenges. Its teachings have inspired countless individuals throughout history, cutting across cultural and religious boundaries. From Mahatma Gandhi to renowned thinkers and spiritual leaders, the Gita's message of duty, detachment, and self-discovery continues to resonate with people from all walks of life. The Gita's enduring relevance lies in its ability to speak to the deepest longings of the human heart. It addresses fundamental questions about the nature of existence, the purpose of life, and the path to lasting peace and fulfillment. Conclusion: embracing the Gita's timeless teachings. The Bhagavad Gita, a timeless dialogue between a man and his God, offers profound insights into the human condition and the path to spiritual liberation. Its teachings on duty, detachment, and self-realization provide a roadmap for navigating the complexities of life and attaining lasting peace and fulfillment. By embracing the principles of Karma Yoga, we can transform our daily actions into opportunities for spiritual growth and selfless service. Through the practice of Jnana Yoga, we can cultivate a deep understanding of our true nature as divine and eternal, freeing ourselves from the limitations of our ego-driven desires and fears. The Gita's message is one of hope and empowerment. By aligning our thoughts, words, and actions with our true Dharma, we can live lives of purpose, meaning, and spiritual awakening.